this game is called Clinically Dead, which is appropriate.
What is wrong with my voice? Shit. Hello? Is somebody there?
Hello, Mr. Simpson. I'm glad you woke up.
What happened?
Don't worry, Mr. Simpson. You had a serious accident, but now you are stable.
Simpson.
I can't remember anything. What happened? Why my voice sounds so weird?
Mr. Simpson, are you familiar with the term tracheostomy?
No.
Never mind. You are just tapped so you could breathe. Nothing serious.
Pup.
What else happened to me?
Mr. Simpson, please get some more sleep. I will explain you everything later.
What the
And
fuck?
please, drink the drug which is on the table. It will help you.
So, whoa. You want to explain me a thing? And you also want me to drink the drug? Also, I didn't realize that was text-to-speech at first. It's getting better.
Should I really drink that? I'm feeling quite fine. Okay, I will drink that if she says so. I'm thirsty, so
This is... actually kind of disturbing. It's more than kind of disturbing. Holy shit.
Mr. Simpson, are you all right? Mr. Simpson,
Like, you need to get in here right now. You die, and words don't mean anything. Permanently night. I feel like there's a thread. There's a through line to tonight's entire Sunday stream, ending in death. But particularly after the last game I streamed, which was the Santa game. Oh!
Can't. Don't you recognize your voice? It sounds different than mine. I'm talking about your internal voice. I barely can remember. Who are you? I'm your internal voice, your subconscious. What is happening to me now?
Jesus.
You are dying, and this is unavoidable. Death isn't a simple thing, though. Because you are suspended in space and time. All that left you is 30 seconds. Not so fast. The time doesn't flow here normally. You are 30 seconds away from your brain death. All you need to do is to collect the 30 seconds of time.
Oh.
Yes, help yourself. Otherwise, you will be here forever.
There's something extra unsettling about this because of the text-to-speech and the effects on it. Because it almost sounds human. And the script also feels like it was written by a text-to-speech bot. So...
This is totally different world than you know. I mean that weird things happen here. Let's see what you can do.
Just...
Please, take the cube and place it on the switch.
I know the bitrate is probably all kinds of fucked right now, but...
You see, you didn't even use your muscles.
Portal?
Now you will learn something about the time. You are able to move the time, but only up to the time you collected.
Better.
Now, when you collected the time crystal, you are able to move the time. Try to forward the time to open the gate.
I don't know if it's the noise. I mean, the noise is probably not helping the bitrate.
It's not enough to pass. You need more time crystals. Can you see that one above me?
How do you charge your crystals after death?
Wait a second. Maybe I will be able to shake it down. Take it and try to forward the time some more. You need to collect all time crystals.
God, could you imagine getting stuck in a shitty first-person platformer after suffering brain death?
The time to get more time crystals.
You have to be like, you know, I get to play a game for the rest of eternity. Ah, it's not even Portal. Also, yeah, where did you learn to fly? Activate a cutscene? No. Just more bad platforming. Alright, first you must climb through the Shrine of the Silver Monkey. And then there are other rooms that are famous in this game, aside from that one. Possibly. Oh, I see. Q and E. I get it.
Great. Now collect the last crystal to open the gate below. Sometimes you need to rewind back the time to get what you want.
Oh! Okay, that's kind of cool.
What you see here is the time field. The colors represent the time stretched on the space. Blue is the color of low time. Red is the color of high time. In this case, you can't control the time directly. The time changes as you move through the colors.
Jesus.
The time field. Climb now. Try to modify the time field so you could stand on the platform and go up. Nice. Modify the time field with blue time points to proceed to the next area.
Can someone legalize weed in New York real quick?
Hello. As you can see, it opens the gate. As you move through time field, you change the time. Changing the time changes the environment. Try to move between high time, colored red, and the low time, colored blue, to change the time. Make the time flow this way, so the ball doesn't fall down.
This is really cool. This turned out to be a lot cooler than I thought it would be. Time puzzles.
Try to move between high time, colored red, and the low time, colored blue,
I see.
to change the time. Make the time flow this way, so the ball doesn't fall down.
Boulevard. There we go.
Nice. Now you understand how to use the time field to change the time. It's not all you need to know, but will be enough for now.
It's also expecting this to just be a walking simulator. So the fact that there's puzzles, I'm okay with that, I guess. I kind of like the idea of this being a walking simulator as you walk through death, but...
Here is the place where everything happens. Keep exploring for the time crystals.
Okay. What does this look like for you guys? Is this, really difficult to watch because of the bitrate? Not really, not too bad. I guess it depends on if it's going mental. It's kind of not. It depends. Like this room, probably, if I just stay still, looks pretty decent. Lord, more obscure, strange balls. I think me doing Sunday streams subconsciously is me creating the dread I felt. When I was a kid. Because Sunday was great. My cousin used to come over, we would play games, play stuff like The Secret of Mana, Mario Kart, Mario Party, co-op games. We had a good time, watch maybe some TV, and then movie, and then, gotta go to school the next day. Gotta go to bed, and then wake up and go to school and start a school week all over again. Not the Ava Mendez cousin. We weren't really ever close. Can he use the time in this room somehow? I'm working on it. Oh. I don't know how that happened. I want you guys to know that I just confused a lot of people who aren't usually at the stream. Who were like, what do you mean Ava Mendez cousin? Vin, you gotta come to my cousin's club. Club Purgatory. It's the best club in the city, if you want to suffer complete neurological brain death.
As you collect more time crystals, you can access more areas.
You've gotta bring 3 girls, you gotta bring a lion, you've gotta bring 4 bags of shaved carrots, and I'm gonna need you to bring that stuff that they use to turn people into zombies in Haiti. If you can bring that, then I can get you in the club, and then you can experience true death. That sounds enticing. Thank you, cousin. Appreciate that, cousin random. There is apparently a drug. I think there was a documentary on it. There's a drug that, like, you can harvest from a tree that they use to turn people into zombies. Not, like, actual zombies, but, like, the drug was... it made you highly suggestible. Not crocodile. It's a scolopamine. Yeah, scolopamine. Crocodile's a whole different fucking thing. That's just made from...
Time is life. You can change time.
That's just made from, like, plastic and, like, eye drops. That's just like going into your medicine cabinet and injecting whatever's in there all at once into your arm real quick. Hesocene or Devil's Breath is the zombie drug. And there you go, the Devil's Breath. That's what they call it. Crazy fucking shit. Vinny, did you just die while dying? Yup, you can die while you're dying. Dog. Can I bring this stuff with me? Something weird is going on in there. I don't know what that is. I think this is a hub world. Can't really do a whole lot here. Advanced time in that little alcove? What, in the previous area? Just give me Leonard Cohen Afterworld. Leonard Cohen is an interesting artist because Leonard Cohen's been writing about death. Well, he passed away recently, but he was writing songs about death for pretty much like his whole fucking career. Just about. It's not entirely true, but for a long time that dude was writing about it. Oh, here's that, do you remember how we were talking about death the other day? And people were like, hey, this is happy topic. Well, here we are again. Below? I don't see any other changes. The low tunnel that kills you. Nothing happens here either. Nothing. Reverse time while entering death tunnel. It worked. It worked! Vinny, they say the more you contemplate death, the more it becomes a positive experience, a source of gratitude apparently, not something you end up wanting, just finding peace and accepting. Interesting. Who was they? Well, their name? Albert Einstein. No, but, I kinda understand where you're coming from. There are some cultures that do celebrate it. And again, I guess if we're gonna talk about this, today's the day, considering the game I'm playing.
Each area gives you one-time crystal, which gives you ability to explore more and more. They can't see you in the shadow.
There's a stealth mechanic? This game is all over the fucking place. Okay, so think of it like this, okay. This is the dude's, like, subconscious. Different word altogether. This is what's happening as the brain is beginning to die. This is when you get a folding table. And there's aliens trying to stop you from dying properly, I guess. So, this is pretty much the worst fucking thing that could happen. I don't know about that stealth mechanic. Also, you can't reverse time and have them, like, leave you alone. Mate. Mate! Vinny, have you ever read stories about out-of-body experiences? They get this crazy... They don't get this crazy, but people describe some DMT-like stuff. I mean, I've read stories about it. Sure. I've seen shows about it. Do I think it's real? I don't know. I'm a lot more skeptical about certain things. And if your brain releases a little bit of, like, DMT or something, some kind of chemical, I think it, you know, be tripping balls right then. I'm happy to just have stood there. Someone just said, well said. I'm sure you could put that in like a research paper. You'd be tripping balls right then. You know, the thing is, I could actually have like a really detailed conversation about something like this and probably enjoy it and speak a little bit more eloquently, but I'd need to speak to someone, and I'd also probably need to speak to them not at 3:30 a.m. because it is a fascinating topic without trying to like depress everybody about it. You know who had the best conversations for shit like this? That friend of me and Mike's that said he was a floating brain. The problem with him is he believed everything. So for him, you could like tell him space was fake and show him one YouTube video, and he would just believe that. Floating brain as in the Altman brain thought experiment? No. Oh, no, no, no. As in, he got so high that he uttered the phrase, "Yo, I'm a floating brain!" Kinda hate this level. I don't have the patience for this. I'll try one more time, and then I'll just exit the level, and then probably exit the game. It's getting late. Could be time for art. There's a lot here. There's a lot more here than I thought there would be. When I saw the preview for this, I thought, oh, this looks cool. Psychedelic, weird game about dying. It was like probably like a walking simulator. Had no idea there would be Portal-like puzzles and aliens. They kind of just look like overgrown tall babies. As opposed to normal-sized tall babies? Vinny, aren't all humans just overgrown tall babies? Yeah, but like, with like a baby's face. Like, picture a baby growing to like the age of 35, but it's just like a baby's face. Winston Churchill? Okay, fair enough. Only one job option. Join the mob. Become Babyface Malone. That was funnier to me than it had any right to be. Hmm. Jesus Christ. This turned out to be quite the challenge. So, were there always two aliens here? Fuck this game. First stealth section in the entire game, and it's a fucking nightmare. Dear Lord. What's happening anymore?
Only one time is fine.
Okay. Yeah, alright, well there you go, now you know what it's like to die. Pretty cool game. I'm sure there's people out there that would get a lot out of that. And, you know, and really, you know, get into it. But it's tough. It's actually really challenging. It's called Clinically Dead. And the beginning of that game was some of the most disturbing stuff I've seen from a game that is not just, you know, trying to mind freak. But, kind of cool.